Hello and welcome to the Cyber1 YouTube channel. My name is Ray, and in this video we're looking at part 4 of Fred's right shoulder. Now in the last part I finally got the servos connected to the Raspberry Pi via the Adafruit 16 channel I2C servo driver, and I was able to get MyRobotLab through the Raspberry Pi to control those servos. At the time I made some notes on their limits, so the next thing I want to do is I want to finish off the shoulder, putting the logo on. I'll do the other shoulder. I've printed out the parts for it previously, so I'm just going to weld it together while I'm doing it and get that ready. I've also printed out some covers, so we'll put those on as well. Then we will install these values into the Fred Inmoov configuration, and we'll do a little bit of testing to make sure it's all working. So let's get stuck into it. For this I'll be doing PLA welding using a 3D pen. For this I usually weld at 200 degrees C, which is a good temperature for PLA, or most of the PLAs I've dealt with. So this part here for the right shoulder will fit over this piece. This piece then just slides in onto its connections, and it'll stop it from going too far in as well. So I'm just going to weld inside in these, and it's just tack welding in a sense. This is just a cover to make it look pretty. I did go over how I printed this in the last video. There will be a link in the description to the previous 3 videos on this project. So now that's up to temperature. Looks pretty good. I'll just grab the other one. Okay, that's the easy bit done. Now let's fit them onto the robot. Okay, so that looks a lot nicer. There is some covers that somebody made that will go over the shoulders here and seal that area up, and another one that goes in the middle. So I may see if I can find those and then print them out and install those as well, just to help keep the dust out. Alright, let's go put the stuff into the program. Okay, so back in the Raspberry Pi in Fred's head, I've got a video feed of Fred sitting there. This is the command prompt, or the terminal window. But before we get into that, we need to configure our program, and it helps if I click in the right spot. Oh, there we go. I just can't see it for looking. Okay, so we want to go into configuration, and in this case we're looking at the right arm and we're going to scroll down on through. So what we've got is the OMO plate, and if we remember from our last video, we worked out that the OMO plate, which we will set to true now, had a range of 62 to 119. I've already got the 119 in there, and it was connected to pin 0. I've got the maximum speed set at 60. It will go faster. According to the data sheet, it's supposed to be able to go somewhere like 400 degrees per second. This is 60 degrees per second. However, through the gearing, it will actually run a bit slower. The method we get more torque out of it is to go through gearing, and that will also slow it down. Okay, let's move on to the right shoulder. Set it to true. It's connected to pin 1 and to the back, like the OMO plate is. Its range is 55. And its upper range is 180. Now I did have a bug in here previously where on this one it actually read max pin instead of max pos. This one is 0 to 180, it's on pin 2 on the back, and we do want to enable that. And the last one in this group is the elbow, which is called the bicep. It's not yet connected, so we don't want to enable that, and that will be connected to a different PCA 9685, which I have not yet installed. So let's save this file and we'll launch MyRobotLab. This time starting the Fred Inmoov program. So to do that, we start with the dot to indicate the current directory, which is in MyRobotLab, and then we specify the name of the file we want to run. We need to use that // because the start_fred.sh is not in the standard command path, and it won't look in the current directory unless you tell it to. Okay, so it looks like MyRobotLab has finished starting up and running the Fred program. So let's have a look. At the moment I haven't got any live functions yet to operate the shoulders, so we should be able to drive them directly through the controls here as soon as I find them. Right, OMO plate. In this case I think we might be better off just using the web interface. On Nixie the web interface is actually better built. Actually, it's already run. So http://127.0.0.1 port 8888. So all computers have that address 127.0.0.1. So this is running on the same computer, so it's going to work. It's not a routable address. You can't be hacked on it, which is why I'm quite happy to use it here on an open video. Okay, Let's test the ammo plate out. So that seems to work all right. That appears to be working. And that appears to be working. So we have successfully installed the parameters into the program. We may adjust the positioning a little bit, maybe set that 60%. I'll look into that later on. If I do make changes, I'll be in the new version of the program. There was a bug fix during the early testing of it. So if you've downloaded the Fred Inmoov program prior to the start of August 2021, then I'd suggest re-downloading it again to get those bug fixes. Alright, that'll do for this video. If you like these videos, don't forget to click on like, click on the subscribe, ring that notification bell to be notified when more videos are coming out. I release videos on a pretty much weekly basis. There is a Discord that you can come in and join us with, ask questions. A lot of very knowledgeable people in there now. And I have a Patreon account. You can help Joe Lucky and El Morales 45 in supporting the channel. And we'll see you in the next video.